Hi, Jim Grill with Meetings TV and Treble TV, and we're here with
Mathew Diamond from Content Management Corporation.
Find it fascinating. What exactly do you do?
Content Management Corporation is in the business of helping organizations who have large meetings publish events online, the education that emanates from those events. And the publishing of the content from those events is done for a variety of reasons, primarily to help professionals who are members of those organizations or who attend those organization events who want to get the content can go to the web and pick the content up. Actually, not just the web, but primarily right now the web is a very popular medium. So they'll come to the web and they'll get content that we record from the meeting and then do after event learning and can look at an archive and listen to the recordings or the slides and look at handouts and video as well.
So people who didn't know about this, that might be termed as on-demand?
It would be on demand. They would come to a website if they couldn't make a meeting, or quite frankly, a lot of our association or meeting planning executive want to have an archive because there's so much concurrence going on in a meeting. By that I mean there might be meetings with 30, 40 sessions going on at once, and that's obviously a very large meeting. But if someone comes to a meeting and they can't attend obviously all of that content or all of those sessions, they would go to the web and get the content after the fact.
So we're here at MPI, which you're also recording all the sessions here, correct?
Yes, correct. We're doing a number of things for MPI. We're recording their sessions. We built an itinerary planner. We help them collect content from their speakers in advance of the meeting so that they could have the content for purposes of preliminary programs or an itinerary planner that would be up online that gets married with the content that we record on site.
Okay. And you've been doing this for other associations as well, I gather?
Yeah, we've been in business since 1975. We're over a 30-year-old company, and on average we work with about 200 to 250 associations a year.
Wow. Do you work primarily with associations or with other markets as well?
95% of our business is association-driven, professional association-driven. We do work with some large corporate organizations, for-profit organizations that have things like user meetings, groups like SunGuard, for example, that have a very large user meeting of 8,000 attendees. We work with a number of groups that are in the high-tech sector that have obviously user meeting needs. So it's not just associations, but it's 95% associations.
So I'm a member of MPI. I've been a member for a long time too, and I understand, there's a lot of concurrent sessions going on. This seems to help me as a member. How do I access the information?
Okay, well, as a member or an attendee of this event, you would get access online at MPI Web, and you would be able to get all the downloads of the audios that we've recorded as MP3 files.
Okay. Do you see any trends in technology happening, especially geared toward the maybe meetings or associations market?
There's a ton. There's a lot of technology trends, and there's a lot of neat ways in which organizations are increasing the value of coming to meetings using the technologies. In our case, we're finding that the value of the content is being utilized in more interesting ways because you can marry the content with things like continuing education testing. So by that I mean if you can't attend a session due to concurrence, associations and professional meeting planners are realizing that they can expand the ability for people to get more credits by taking that content and making it accessible in conjunction with a test online. So the online test would allow somebody to prove that they've learned what they would have otherwise learned in a live session. They've learned online and should therefore be granted additional credits in the online world that they otherwise would not have been able to get because of the concurrence factor.
Perfect for associations. So with regard to resources, this must take a lot of people to put together.
On the client end, no. On our end, there's a lot that goes into it, but we've used technology to streamline process. We've used technology to increase the speed to market. And so through the use of technology, we're able to compress the amount of time it takes and resources it takes to make something happen.
Yeah, it's like, don't try this at home, kids. You really want to hire a third-party provider in yourself to do something like this, because I would imagine, you've already figured it out.
Well, actually, it's interesting. Don't try this at home, kids, is an interesting reality, because I would say, luckily for us, there is the kids. Yeah, don't try this at home, kids, but the kids, quite frankly, come to the table with some skills. It's just in managing the kids. But don't try this at home. The kids have a lot of ability to pick up technology faster. Mm-hmm. So we, quite frankly, as a company, we use very well-seasoned people who manage technology, and quite frankly, we're finding that if you use kids wisely, you can do okay.
And what's amazing is right before this interview, a planner came up to the table and said, "Hey, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm trying to get rid of all the paper." So you guys are in line right now with the whole green meetings theme.
Yeah, green is a big push in the industry. Putting things online obviously reduces paper. Audio and video capturing content means that you can transcribe and put content in an electronic form and avoid paper.
Yeah. Thanks for the interview today.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
Take care.